There are too many poorly lit face shots on YouTube and the web. Bad lighting is unflattering to your face and it makes you lose viewers. Thousands of video posts could look 100% better if they only knew a few basic tricks that I'm about to give you. This tutorial will show you the cheapest and easiest way I can think of to upgrade your face lighting and your image on the web. If you'd like a comprehensive tutorial on professional lighting for video, film, and photography, order my Light Like a Pro DVD. This free video is just to show you an inexpensive and quick way to make your web video face look better. Maybe your web videos have one of the following problems: a gray and dull image, usually caused by not enough light or light that is too washed out and the light is coming from too many directions. If the background is too bright or too dark, it throws off your camera's auto exposure and your skin tones don't look good. The light might be in the wrong place, like behind you. A light or a bright window in the scene causes glare. Harsh lighting from a single direct light fixture doesn't look good. So I'm going to show you a cheap and easy way to make your lighting look way better. This will work for any type of camera you might happen to be using. Start with one of these clamp lights. They're very inexpensive, and you can find one at most hardware stores. In fact, any light fixture that points horizontally will do. You may already have one. Try to have your camera at least 4 feet from your face. Then zoom in. Then you won't have any wide-angle distortion on your features. At the hardware store, pick up a bright floodlight, at least 100 watts, preferably 150 watts, with a silver reflector. Most household fixtures cannot take more than about 150 watts. Some can only take 60 watts, so make sure your fixture is rated for the wattage of your floodlight. The fluorescent CFL bulbs are not as good for this. They don't cast enough light. Look for a halogen or tungsten floodlight. If you can only find fluorescent bulbs, use 2 big bright ones with silver reflectors. Now you need something called a diffuser. That simply means spreading the light out over a wider area to soften the shadows to make a more flattering light. One way to diffuse light is to simply bounce it off a matte white surface. We're using a piece of white cardboard, but you can even Scotch tape 4 pieces of printer paper together. That happens to be a good size for this, 17 by 22 inches. You can use a white pillowcase, a white shirt, anything pure white, flat, and not shiny. This white surface will actually be the light source for your face, so you need a way to support that about 30 inches in front of your face. You don't need any special stands, just figure out a way to support this in front of you without blocking the camera. Since this surface will become the light source for your face, the position is very important. It's not right if it's directly over the camera. It should be off to one side. This will give you a slight shadow on your nose so you don't look like a moon face. If your face is wide and round, move this even more off to the side so you get a shadow on one side of your nose. Don't move it too far to the side. You need to see most of the card with both of your eyes. No matter what, you want good lighting in your eyes. The height is the same thing. Raise it above the camera, but keep it low enough that the light still gets in your eyes. You'll need to rig up a way to hold the diffuser in place. Any kind of a stand or even a clothespin on a string will do it. The floodlight will point directly at the diffuser surface, fairly close to it, so you'll need a way to support your light above and beside your head, pointing right at the diffuser. The floodlight should not shine on your head directly. The brightest part of the floodlight should spread out over most of the diffuser. Now make sure that the floodlight does not shine in your camera lens. From the lens, you should not see the floodlight. If you have to, put a piece of cardboard or something to shade that lens. Please be mindful of fire hazards and don't leave this light unattended while it's on. Now the background. Ideally, the scene behind you will be just slightly darker than your face, even if you have dark skin. If you can adjust the light level of the room without casting a strong light on your face, then go for that balance of the background being slightly darker than your face. If you have a light-colored wall behind you, you may not need to add any light to it. If the room is large or the wall is dark, you can add some light to your background. Try not to let your background light hit your face at all. The main thing is, try not to have the background extremely bright or extremely dark compared to your face light. And at the same time, you don't want the background to be exactly the same brightness as the edges of your hair or head. You want to see the edges of your head and hair distinctly, and it looks a little better if the background's a little darker. There are ways to tweak and add to that lighting for a studio feel, but this alone will make your image look very good on the web. If your image looks blue or yellow, check your camera manual for how to adjust your color balance or your white balance. Now just check that microphone. Is there a lot of echo and background noise in your audio? That's very noticeable to your viewers. Having that microphone close to your mouth makes all the difference in the quality of your sound. Well, there it is. You can see how much better that looks than some typical web videos. If you fix your lighting like that, you should get some compliments from your viewers. If you know someone on the web whose videos need an upgrade, pass this video along and help to beautify the web. When you want to take your lighting skills up a notch, my lighting DVD, Light Like a Pro, gives you the tips and techniques for production lighting that are not easy to pick up intuitively, and you will see how to improve your lighting in any situation. Also, the DVD has special sections on interview lighting and lighting for green screen. You can order that DVD tutorial at most pro video outlets, and just go to lightlikeapro.com and you can order it there. If you have questions or comments about lighting, post them on this page. I'll try to check in regularly and answer your questions. See you next time.